What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up, so I put it up. Thank you everybody for support. But this video is entitled Groupie Culture Isn't Innocent. Y'all act as though like everything is happening in a vacuum right now. And it makes me laugh because we're talking about groupie culture, okay? And groupie culture has spilled over into regular female culture. This is part of hypergamy, right? And to act like all these men are bad guys all the time and they're dealing with innocent women all the time. And it might be stretching by me saying all, but this is the problem. What do I mean by this? When you put, all of these social norms and dynamics onto a sexualized situation, man to woman, she's an angel. Now, when you switch these situations, woman to man, no, ain't that what? That's the problem. Watch what I'm about to say and do. You know what I'm about to use. We still talking about this dumb stuff with R. Kelly. Okay. A week prior to R. Kelly, this R. Kelly expose, because it had to be put they didn't come up with this 6-part documentary just in a day. But a week prior to this coming out, maybe 2 weeks prior to this coming out, remember when Amber Rose was talking about she loved when she was a stripper again? But then part of that thing, she said she was like 15, lying about her age to get in the strip club to be a stripper. You see, nobody said, wait a minute. Why would a 15-year-old lie about her age to go in a strip club and be a stripper, and she likes money falling over her butt as she makes her cheeks clap? You know what? Because it ain't no man to blame in that situation. That's okay. Because that's part of groupie culture. Because if she was 15, 16, 17 in the strip club and she came up on a baller, that's okay. Because if she can say she lied about her age, but the people that she was lying about her age to, it's their fault if they wind up dealing with her during that time and wind up getting a rape charge. Right? Groupie culture isn't innocent. I think about the things that happen to do you remember the story? And I'm gonna say it this way. When I was in college, they had a few concerts my first 2 years. Foxy Brown was at a show, Genuine was at a show, Shanice was at a show, DMX was at a show, the Hot Boys was at a show. If y'all don't know the Hot Boys, Cash Money. There was a point Shanice was singing and all the guys was like screaming out, let me, right? And she just took it on the chin like a champ, smiled, and just kept singing the song. She was looking nice, but that was a little too much. But right after that, that's when I first heard the story about when Genuine said he was in Dallas and he fell off the stage and they stripped him butt naked. Now, if Shanice would have fell off the stage, even these horny college students wouldn't have stripped her butt naked. But Genuine, it's women, because women tear guys' clothes off who are stars. That's part of the thing. Rip his shirt off, rip his pants off, grab his crotch, girl, let him just get it all. But see, that's not a problem, because groupie culture and female culture say that's not a problem. Now, we going somewhere with this. If you're dating younger girls, younger women, younger girls, and you get them pregnant, you're a pedophile. But you remember when Chief Keef got put on child support and he was like 16 and she was like 25 or 33, something like that? What? He was the evil grown man as a kid who got this grown woman pregnant who was preying on a younger guy for money, but he was the guilty one and she was the innocent one, and he needed to come up with that check every month. And the same thing actually happened to a basketball player at the same time in DC. He's a short guard who wound up getting a grown woman pregnant, and he was the villain of the story, right? Because in both cases, these were young guys who were supposed to come up and be rich. So guess what? They could be targeted, right? Because the innocent groupie culture, hey, you know, it is what it is, baby. You know, let them do their thing. Remember, hold up. Do you remember when the tip drill video came out and everybody, oh, Nelly is evil. Watch where I'm going. And he slid the car down the woman's butt and he objectified all of us like slavery. And then he said it was her idea, though. I get what you're saying. It's a bad look, but it was her idea. She's a groupie. She's an angel. She's innocent. Nothing to do with it. You remember, fast forward, when he was on the stage singing the song to Little Girl, and they like, wait, don't all artists bring kids on stage and sing songs with them? That's just part of the routine of being an artist. Like, that happens from time to time. Oh, but no. But because of groupie culture, now when you're doing innocent stuff, you're guilty because it's something that everybody else does, and it's a known thing. You're not flirting with children on stage, right? Now, something gets forgotten about this. Every year, boys, predominantly because the groupie culture really attacks black men. Predominantly black boys who are not men. 15, 16, 17, right? Maybe even 18. But they would be considered men at 18. Go to college campuses because they're getting recruited. And what they do is they get these older girls, these college girls, and they kind of pimp these girls out as a way to sway these young boys to go to their school. It's so prevalent, but a couple of years ago, they had a couple of scandals about this. Coaches got fired, colleges, major colleges, got slapped with sanctions. But it's not really a big deal, but it's not like the white guy, Nasser, who was sexually assaulting all the gymnasts. See, that's wrong. But because these young boys could grow to be millionaires, enticing them using quote unquote grown women, because see, when you change the dynamic from the female being the older one to the male being the younger one, that's not a problem, right? And I get it because men are accustomed to getting hit on, flirted on, people being overtly sexual with us. See, a straight woman can get away with murder versus a straight man, figuratively and literally, and even a gay woman or bisexual woman or even a gay man could go overboard talking to a straight man or a straight boy. Not a big deal. Not a big deal in our society because of the dynamics. That's not wrong. As a matter of fact, if you respond like you got insulted or offended or somebody said it did something that caused you to have to put your hands on them, you're the guilty party. Right? But because it's viewed that groupie culture is innocent. To the point, there are plenty of times where people pimp out their wives, their girlfriends, their children to celebrities or people who are rich or in power position. This is or in a powerful position. This is a normal thing that people do because they're not responsible. They're not considered responsible because being a groupie means you're looking for a come up for somebody who's rich. So you have nothing to lose and everything to gain because you can fall back and say, I got assaulted. I'm going to sue him. Because if you can't get any money by being a groupie, you could get money by saying they did something inappropriate. And the whole plot and plan to get in this position to be in a win-win situation by being full of it is completely acceptable in the culture. This is completely acceptable. To the point that you forget something very easy. They make shows about it. That's what Basketball Wives and Real Housewives, and that's groupie. This is where all of the Kardashian, this is groupie culture we're talking about. The Amber Rose, the slut walk. This is groupie culture we're talking about. The thirst trap, groupie culture we're talking about. But when need be, it's innocent. Now, however you slice it, that's how you want to slice it. But just look at it. I mean, this is the norm. I'm just the hypocrisy of saying, this groupie culture is innocent because the guys are predators. Because y'all enable the guys who are actually predators, you enable them to be predators because you're trying to prey on their resources. Because that's part of groupie culture. Either for the attention or the money. I did such and such with such and such. I got a baby by such and such. I'm married to such and such. You're not there for their character. But we forget that. Part of the whole Bill Cosby thing. That's groupie culture. Just saying. We out.